When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team of the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season. They can pull off a major upset. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas offense will have the opening possession of the game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
From the gun, give on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. The guy, this offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to find the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And the Gamecocks are on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Picks up enough to get them first and 13. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Nice grab in traffic. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Both teams teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Going to swing it on second down. Lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're setting up the screen. Turning it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone.
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down for lots of room to run. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete on the shuffle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact
breaks into the open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
28, South Carolina, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Right on the money. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. Working that left side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down, fourth down coming up. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's quick. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though.
Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The quick out. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Break it. Football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Runs through the tackle. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught behind the line. It's Dorsey. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Best. Slings it downfield. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They want that clock to run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep this drive alive.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
Extending the play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Never mind that field goal try. They'll go for it. 4th and inches from the 20.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's